I would even recommend labeling this box because often people misplace this. So this little sticker is actually really good to employ. You can slide your filter cover off, write today's date, and then you can track how long you use your filter for. So the Kangen system actually tells you how much life your filter has, but it's good to know exactly how long it is used so that if it uses it in 6 months instead of 12 months, you know that there's something wrong with your water supply. So these are the pieces of paper that are worth keeping. Definitely keep this chart handy, especially for the first few weeks, so you know which pH is coming out of which hose when you're using different buttons. So we keep that one handy. And then the other pieces of paper are some basics on how to look after your machine properly. Then you can connect your power supply. This is your electrolysis enhancer, which is just salt water. This is just a good mix of high quality salt water that we use. You can pop off your little front container here, pull out your electrolysis enhancer cartridge, and then you just fill that cartridge with this bottle. So unscrew the lid, pop the little cap off, and then fill that container. Make sure when you're putting that lid back on, you put it on the same way that you took it off so that it doesn't get stuck in the machine. Pop your electrolysis enhancer back into the K8 and you're good to go. And the only time that your system uses this salt water solution is when you're making strong alkaline water and strong acidic water, because it uses the salt to make that extra split in high pH and high acidic. So now that you've plugged your power cord in, you've got your tap diverter ready to go, you've put all this stuff in the box that you don't need, that's out of the way. You can put your cleaning kit in this box that you're gonna keep. You can order more of this. 6 packs cost, I think, about $20 something. You can get some more of that to last you a year. A 6-pack will last the average person a year, so it's super cheap. Get some more of that. And you're gonna wanna get some more cleaning powder as well after the first couple of months. So now we're going to take this to the tap, and I'm going to show you how to connect it to your tap. Now I'm going to show you how to hook up your Kangen system to your tap. So this is obviously a pretty straightforward tap, but most kitchen taps are pretty similar, and if they're not the same as this, you can reach out to me and ask me how to tackle different types of taps. But typically you'll take a tap like this and the aerator will unscrew by hand. If it doesn't, you can just get a spanner to loosen that. But generally, you can just pull out the aerator, and then that's what the aerator generally looks like inside. Usually, you can find all this little microplastics and weird debris in there because there's so much crap in our unfiltered tap water. Keep that handy so that if you're moving out of a rental or if you're going traveling or whatever, you can just pop that back in so the tap can continue to function as normal. Otherwise, your tap is going to spray like wide like that. Then inside your little white box, if you've got a tap like this, which is a female tap, you take your adapter, or if you've got the thread on the outside, you can just put your diverter straight onto that. So in this case, we put our male to female adapter in first. And again, we don't need to tighten this crazy tight. We should just be able to tighten it by hand because that's all the water pressure requires. Then you unscrew this part of your tap diverter. You feed that over your Kangen inlet hose where you can see in the green it says inlet. You pop your little piece over the inlet hose and then you screw it onto your tap diverter. Slide that on like so, and then you screw your little metal thread on like that. And then you want the hose to be facing away from you and for the switch to be on the right ideally. And then you just simply screw this part into either your tap or your tap male-female adapter, like so. Again, you can do this by hand, doesn't need a spanner. Then what you should test is you turn your tap on so it's functioning as normal, and then you can double check that when you switch it over, it's actually running through your Kangen system without any leaks here in the tap, which is what we've got going on here. Then you can run the water through your Kangen system for up to 1 minute so that you can just flush out your new filter. And as you can see, we've got water coming out of 2 separate hoses. And once we plug this in and get it going, this will be alkaline and that will be acidic. So once we've flushed our filter out, we can plug our Kangen system into the power, at which point it will speak to you.
Kangen water 9.5.
And then we can test the pH to make sure we're getting the desired pH level. So in this case, we'll capture a little bit of 9.5. We'll take our pH drops like this. As you can see, we've got a little chart where purple is 9.5. Put a few drops of universal indicator into the glass, and if the water turns purple, we've got the right pH balance. At the same time, if we capture the acidic water, it's going to turn it orange. And the ultimate test is, and this is probably the most crucial test, especially if you're on rainwater or alternative sources of water. If you turn the machine to neutral water, you want that water to turn green. It's blue. And so if you find that your water is coming out a different color, you can go to the pH setting and then you can turn it up or down. In this case, I think we're going to turn it up to 5. So once you have your Kangen water system where you'd like it, you can adjust your acidic hose so that you're capturing your acidic water. Keep this chart handy for the first couple of weeks at least, so you can learn which pH is coming out of which of the 2 hoses. And then enjoy super hydrating, detoxifying, brain enhancing water for the rest of your life.